So how much money can you make trading Forex? It's something that will be in the mind of everybody that want to go into trading. You might have heard so many things from the social media, from peer, from different people. Different people have different opinion about how much money can you make him, to be precise. Okay. So this is what I'm going to be going through in this slide. Okay. Now, the money you can make is dependent on two things. Okay. How much you can make trading depends on two things. Number one, your skill sets. It depends on your what? On your skill sets. Then number two, your capital. What is capital? Capital is basically the amount of money that you are using to start a business. Okay? Like the principal amount, the amount you are starting with. That's what a capital is all about. And the sum of these two gives you what? Your trading profits. So that means we cannot specifically tell how much you can make because number one, it depends on your individual skill sets. So how much do you know? How much can you execute? How much can you be disciplined? How much strong is your psychology is? These are the things that determine your individual skill sets. And I'll be talking about it shortly. Okay. So now what you have to do is that you must ensure that you focus 100%. You must ensure that you focus 100% on what? On this. You must focus on your what? On your skill set. Skill set is different from knowledge. Okay? I hope you know that. Knowledge is just you knowing something. Like if somebody should go to a football academy now, they will teach you that, okay, this is the rules of playing football. The football must not go out of this particular box. Then, if you put it inside this particular box, that's a goal. And or they will tell you all the rules. But you knowing the rules does not mean that you have the skill. Now, for you to have the skill, you have to put in the work. Yeah, some people can have it naturally, like a talent. They just start playing it and they just everything just fits in for them. They just start to play it and everything just fits in for them. But no, some people will just get on the play field and everything will just click for them. That's naturally, that's talent, okay? But even if you have the talent, you still have to build the skill sets so that you'll be able to do it professionally. You can't compare somebody who is going to play football every Sunday for fun to somebody who is playing football for money. They are two different people. They can't take it the same way because the skill sets are different. Okay? So you can know that, okay, this is how to control the ball. You have to do it this way, put the ball on your chest and all. But before you to have the skill, you have to put in the work. And what is the work? You have to build your body. Number one, very important. Because if you are not strong, you don't have stamina, how can you do anything? They will just push you away. You understand? Then you have to build your mind so that you don't get tired easily. You will not just run around the pitch for 30 minutes and get tired. You have to keep working. Even though if you are tired, you have to just keep doing it until the 90 minutes complete. Then you have to discipline yourself such that you will not be rude to referee, you will not be rude to your opponent. Somebody annoy you, you will not give him a slap on the field. You have to have that discipline. You understand? Then another thing, there are a lot of things you have to do. Okay. So these gathered together will now form your skill sets that will now determine how far you can go and how successful you can be. Almost every professional players goes through all this training and all, but all of them does not bring the same results. They bring different results because they put in different individual efforts. Okay, the some play for money, some play for passion, different people, and they have different results. If you listen to different players speak, you will see that they have different results because of the inputs they put in into their skill sets. This is how trading is. After this class, after this course, What you have is what is the knowledge. Knowledge is not useful. I'm not saying that knowledge is not useful, but if you don't apply the knowledge, then it's useless. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Is the application of the knowledge now that will provide you with the outcome. Now, the outcome of this particular knowledge is to build your skill sets, to build your mind, so that you will not just listen to any bullshit anybody says. You will know exactly what you are doing, because there are thousands of people saying bullshit on the social media every day about trading, both in positive way and negative way. You'll be able to build your mind to lock them out and focus on what you are doing based on the knowledge you have. Okay, so you have to be disciplined. You cannot just be doing anything anyhow. You cannot be doing things anyhow. You just feel like, I want to, let me just do this, and you just do it without following procedures and plans. You can't be doing that. Then your psychology have to be strong. We'll go through all these things one after the other. You need to be realistic. You cannot be thinking that trading, because you see somebody on social media who bought a Lamborghini of 96 million naira, or 200 million naira. You are motivated, and you want to go and liquidate your assets and begins to do terrible, impulsive things. You can't do that. You have to follow the plan. In this course, I'll be giving you the step-by-step plan in which you will do these things. Okay, so all you have to do is to put in the work. There are so much work you will do, and the list of this work is watching these videos. At the beginning, they will look so difficult, but it is normal. Even when we're in school, uh, those that are still in school will still be experiencing it. For those that are already out of school, you understand what I'm saying. When you are in 100 level, everything seems so difficult. Like, can I do this course? It's not for me. This, that. But all those things are just preparing you for the major thing, which is for you to acquire the knowledge and all that you need to acquire. But you need to be tough. You need that tenacity. That's why they will frustrate your life in year one. Then if you can go through that, year two will be much more easier. It's not as if it's getting easier, but you are getting used to it. That's how it is. The more you get used to it, the more easy it becomes. So I need you to put all your focus on this skill set. And to do this, number one thing is to watch all these video. If I record, if I give you a video to watch, like this live stream we are having now. After this live stream, you should go back again and rewatch it. Okay, just try and be having like at least 2 hours per day for this business, for this 1 hour for the class, and maybe 30 minutes for you to regurgitate on it, rewatch it. Then if you have written down notes during the class, go through the notes. These are the things you have to do in the beginning. Then when you are done with that, then we get to a point, to the level where we have to now build your skill. All the things I've listed using the football player example, will now start building them one by one. So is you continually doing these things, applying the knowledge that will build the skills for you. Nobody can build the skill for you. Continuously applying the knowledge, that's what will build the skill set that you required. Now, once you have these skill sets, you have put in 3 months of work, 6 months of work, which is normal. You have these skill sets. Okay. The next thing now is capital. If you have money, fine. You don't have any problem with it. But if you don't have money, it's still not a problem. The reason is that there are so many people out there that have money, but they don't know what to invest. They know they are supposed to invest, because they know that if they keep this money, in the next 5, 10, 15 years, inflation will finish it. And their 1 million in the next 10 years may not be able to buy what 500,000 will buy. So it might lose value. They know that. They know they have to invest to beat inflation, but they don't know what to invest in. So if you are good enough, bold enough, confident enough, based on the skill set you have acquired, you can easily reach out to these people. I will show you how. with time as we proceed in this module. Okay, so don't worry yourself about the capital, because you see me mentioning $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. You'll be worrying that how can you raise that money? Just relax. Okay. Now, once you can do this, you will get what? You will enjoy the, the dividends of going through this rigorous exercise. And that will be your profit. It will just come naturally. You don't have to force it. By the time you see yourself forcing profits, trying to force profit, you're doing like stressing yourself mentally so much, then it means only one thing. There's problem with your skill sets. You are supposed to make this profit with ease. You are not supposed to feel tensed. Yes, you can feel tensed in the beginning and all, but when you get to that level where, okay, you have put in all the work and you have gathered all the skill set, if truly you have gathered the required skill set, you are not supposed to be mentally stressed. Some people used to get so stressed mentally because they try to force the profit out without having the required skill sets. Don't be like that. The profit should be a byproduct of your skill sets. Okay? So I hope this is clear. Let's proceed to the next slide. Now, your potential profit is a particular percentage of your capital. And you see, I want to give you more connectivity between your capital and your skill sets. Okay. Now, if your skill set can guarantee you a 10% profit every month, this means that a capital of $500, you can make $50 every month. A capital of $1,000, you can make $100 every month. A capital of $1,500, you can make $150 every month. And with a capital of $2,000, you can make $200 every month. Now, the joy of this is that nobody is going to promote you. You know, if you are a civil servant and you start working for a company, they are paying you 150,000 a month. There's a point you will get to, they believe that you now have enough experience and you can give them, you can handle more responsibility. So they will give you a more difficult task. Like they will just increase your work, uh uh the amount of work you do, and they will increase your salary. That's what promotion is all about. They increase you, put you to a higher office. Because they believe that okay, now you've gathered the experience required and you can hold and undo higher responsibility. So they increase your work and they increase your capital. Sorry, your salary. Now here, once you get to that point yourself, you will know it that yes, let me try and increase my percentage profits. You will know it yourself, and the more you increase this percentage profits, the more money you make. And it's not only your skill sets. It's not only the percentage profit you can increase, you can also increase your capital. I'll show you how shortly. So you increasing your capital and your skill sets at the same, like simultaneously, you know that you can begin to make even more than these amounts. Now, you may be thinking in your mind that $50 every month on $500 is very, very small. It is not small. If you want to know if it is small or not, go to any legit investment firm like banks. Most banks have investment plans. Go and see how much they pay per month. Some of them pay 5%. Some of them pay 1%, 2% per year. Some of them pay just per annual. I'm talking about per year. Some of them pay 15% per year. If that's too much for you, go to Binance app. If you are vast with cryptocurrency, I believe everybody is in this space. Okay, go to uh Binance N on Binance or any app. All of them used to have that N part, that investment part of it. Go and see their APY on strong coins, on Bitcoin, on USDT. Go and check their APY. You will be seeing 12% APY. 12% APY means 12 annual per yield. Okay, so how much you make annually in profit if you lock that money with them. So most of them are no more than 15, 20, 30%. So as is a good investor, you know that what you're expecting a year on your investment should not be less, should be within 30, 40, 50% if you want to do a safe investment. Okay. So if you have all this mindset, you will know that 50, 10% a month, which sums up to 120% a year, is a huge, is a very big it's a very big what's it called now? It's a very big return on investment. It's very, very big. Y- don't listen to people that are showing you percentage 20,000, 50,000. Don't listen to those things. Those are bullshit. Most of them cannot sustain it. They can make it truly and show you the screenshots. But what happened after then? Some of them still later lose it. I've had different testimonies of people that that really make huge percentage profits and they can't sustain it. The sustainability is the most important thing. Can you do this? Can you rinse and repeat? That's different between business and opportunity. Opportunity is something that just come luckily. It may not be not luckily, but just come okay, like once. You can't repeat it. You can't do it again and again and again and again. But business is something that you can do and redo and redo and redo till forever. That's different between business and opportunity. Okay. So most of those high percentage are just opportunistic trades. Sorry, I don't know if sorry my tongue. I'm sure you go what I'm saying. It's just a trade that comes by opportunity. You can't repeat it. You can't rinse and repeat. So you shouldn't be thinking about all those bullshits. Be realistic. 10% a month is not a bad business. I know you may be thinking that I only have $50, I only have $100, I only have $200. 10% of that is almost nothing. Don't worry, I will show you how to get bigger money. Okay, let's just proceed. Okay, so the more experience you have, the more this percentage profit increase. Remember, this is a marathon. I put it in that long note, not a sprint. A marathon is somebody running like 400 meter, 400. 400 is that's too much. Somebody running like 1,500 meter cannot be running with the same energy as somebody going 100 meter. 100 meter, you have to sprint because you want to get there first. You want to be the first person. But when it gets to marathon, becoming the first is not your priority in the beginning. Your priority is to stay in the race. You see people falling down. Some can even fall and die if people that did not prepare very well and they just have this strong willpower. I have a brother that I went to Navy training then. He told me that people will just fall down and die. So when you are going for a marathon, you don't rush, you don't aim to be the number one. That's not your priority. Your priority is just to keep staying in the race. So this is what this thing means. You need to do it consistently and slowly. You don't need to rush. Whatever mindset that brought you here, drop it. It's not real. Okay, let's proceed. All right, now let me show you how much you can scale your profit in trading forex. Now, let's say you have a $10,000 account, which is your starting balance from the zero. Okay, and you have been able to achieve this skill set required to be making 10% profit every month. If you can be making 10% profit every month in trading, you are a good trader. Anybody telling you something otherwise is just lying to you. People that are telling you they make 20,000%, they are from $200, they make $2,000. They can't do it for 1 year. They can make it this month and lose everything next month. And they'll be back to square one. Don't be like that. Be realistic. Your number one goal is to make sure you return profit monthly. You didn't return loss every month. I will show you step by step way to do all these things, mechanical ways that that you follow. But you have to have the mind, the right mind. That's why I'm going through all this. Okay. So if you have acquired this skill set and you're able to return 10% on $10,000 every month, 10% of $10,000 is $1,000, right? Right? Sorry. Uh-oh. So on on your first month, which is January, you make a profit of $1,000. Okay. So your balance is now 11,000. That's 1,000 naira dollar plus $10,000, which is your capital. You are returning 11,000. Now, if you decide to go again next month with your whole 11,000, now 10% of 11,000 is no longer 1,000. 10% of 11,000 is 1,100, right? 1,100. Okay. So your capital, your your interest, your total profit now is 2,100. That's 1,000 that you made last month from plus 2,000, 1,000 that you make this month. That's 2,100. So your new capital will be 12,100. Okay. Third month, you make 10% of 12,100. 10% of 12,100 is going to be 1,200 here. Okay. So your total profit now is going to be 1,200 plus your initial profit, which is 2,100. So your profit now is $3,310. So if you keep doing it like that monthly, in 1 year, look at what you have made. In 1 year, you will be accruing a total profit of 21,000. $21,000. That's about 300% of your capital. If you tell an investor that you can return 300% of capital for him, he's going to adore you. He might not believe you at first, but if you are able to convince him, I can make $300, 300%, but we are going to share it into two. You will take 40%, I will take 60. Are you okay with it? 40% of it is still almost 100% for him. It's still a good business for him. Let's be realistic in this thing. Don't have mindset of you want to flip. There's one rubbish that people used to do. Flipping is gambling, nothing more. You are just gambling because you cannot do it and redo it. You may have to, if you are gambling with $10, you can have to gamble like 5 times, 10 times, 20 times, 30 times for one enters. Yes, that one that enter might clear all your loss. But what if you don't have the mind? If your mind is not strong, you keep depositing, you keep losing. You keep depositing, you keep losing. Like you do it continuously like 20, 15, 30 times. Would you be able to keep depositing until you get that one boom again? You may not be able to. This is what every gamblers believe. Gamblers are naturally optimistic. They believe they are going to boom. They are going to boom. They'll keep doing it. They'll keep doing it until they wreck and they cannot maybe fund again. Don't be a gambler. Be realistic. Okay. So let's proceed. Now, what we just did now is what we call compound interest. Now, these are the statement of the popular scientists about Einstein about compounding. He said the most powerful force in the world is compound interest. You have no idea how much you can make with compound interest. But before you can even compound interest, you must be able to return interest. Compounding interest cannot work if you are ending the month with loss or at worst you are blowing your account. For you to not blow your account, you have to get realistic. To make 10% in a month, that means you just need to make like 2.5% in a week. It should not be difficult. Okay? No matter how much ups and down you have in your trading, you should still be able to do it if you have the right skill sets. He said again that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it. That is deep. It shows you how important this compound interest is. But before you can compound interest, as I've said earlier, you must be able to return interest. You can't compound what you don't have. 0 times 1 million is still 0. So for you to be able to compound that little amount, at least you have to have at least 0.1. Then you can now multiply it and to give you a value. But when you multiply it with 0, it still give you 0. So I want you to bring down your expectation, no matter what brings you here, bring it down. Let's be realistic. Okay? People go to school for years and end up with zero achievements. Like, you know what I'm trying to say. Some people will go to school their life and they will end up on the streets doing what they should have started years back. So if you can dedicate 6 months to this, it is not too much. Yeah, let's proceed. All right, you don't even need to make 10%. Even if you make 6%, you will still be able to make at least 100% of your investment in 1 month. 100% is very, very good. 100% return on investment is a very, very good investment. Very, very, very good investment. Okay. All right, let's proceed. Now, okay. I don't want this video to be long at a stretch, so I'll break it to two. So I'm going to end this uh class now. Then we are going to start from the next video. All right. So don't go anywhere.